mandatory. These rules did not change. We'll try writing a small program. What is that? Very simple. Yes, yesterday we already put numbers from user, added them. Today also want to do the same thing. I want to take two numbers from the user, but don't add. I want to print the highest number. I want to print which number is higher now. First number is higher, or second number is higher. Okay, now first tell me how to take the input from the user. Last day only explained you. Just a minute. E drive C# 11 if demo dot cs. Come on, tell me the code from first line. Using system class if demo. Console dot write at the first number. Double D1 is equals to, how to read it? See, yesterday I said, two ways to read. Either you can use convert dot to double or double dot parse. I feel double dot parse is simple. I said this one. What you feel comfortable, use it. I feel double dot parse is easy, so I'm just using double dot parse. If you find convert dot to double is easy, try convert dot to double. That's your choice. Come on, next. Console dot write, enter second number. Double D2 is equals to double dot parse console dot rate line. Are you clear? Double dot parse console dot read line. Okay, so we're just going to read the appropriate value. Now what I want to do, I want to print the higher number, that's all. Come on, let's use a if condition and do this now. Help me. If D1 greater than D2. Now see, we are using a greater than operator now. I want to write one line of code, curly brace optional. Come on. Console dot write line. First number is greater than the second. First number is greater than the second. Else console dot write line louder. Second number is greater than the first. Right now, where did you learn mathematics? Where did you learn mathematics? If first number is not greater, second number is greater. Oh, you learned this only mathematics. They can be equal also now. Oh, you are forgetting the first number not greater, second number greater. You are confirming now. There is a chance they can be equal, sir. Else if D1 less than D2, then tell what? Second number is greater. Yes. Console dot write line. Both the numbers are equal. There is nothing changed about the if condition. This is how we learned in the C language, and this is what we are doing in the C# also. This is why I said you. C# is an extension for C language. What did you learn in C language? As it is, you can apply it in C# also. I hope I am clear. Understood all of you? Okay, so that's what. Save it. If demo. Okay, second number. Second number is greater. Second number is greater than the first. Are you clear? Okay, so nothing special to talk about the if condition. It is as same as how we derived in the C language. Second, switch case. What is the second one? Switch case. Look at the switch case. Switch expression, case, value, statements, break, multiple case blocks, default, statements, break. Did you notice any difference in the syntax? No, you're wrong. There is something new which you did not notice in the C language. Check it out carefully. After default, also break is there. Watch it. What? Yeah, you should have the keen observation. That's important. You should have that observation. Oh, break after default. This is we did not have break after default in C. That is the change. That is the change. In C sharp, a break statement should be used after default also. In C language, we don't, but in C sharp, we must. Except that syntactical change, behavior is same. Except that syntactical change, behavior is same. Can you explain me how does a switch case execute? How does a switch case execute? First, what happens? Expression is evaluated. First, the expression is evaluated. Second, matches with the value in the case. Matches with the value in the case. Matching corresponding statements will execute. Doesn't match goes to default. Doesn't match with any case goes to. I tell you simply, it's just like an attendance in a classroom here. Teacher calls number one. Student with that number will respond now. Number two, student with the number will respond now. Yes or not? 10 students are there. 10 over. Now teacher calls 16. No one responds. No one responds now. Are you clear? And that's nothing but default. Then nothing but the default basically. So just it is a simple process. An attendance in a classroom. How the attendance happens in the classroom. Here also it is the same process how the switch case statement is going to execute. Okay, observe. Switch demo dot cs using system class switch demo. Static void main. Okay, now I'm prompting the user console dot write and enter student number. You can enter any number, but I'm just putting enter number between 1 to 5. Enter a number between 1 to 5. Int s number is equals to int dot parse console dot write. Oh, sorry, read line. Thank you. Console dot read line. Okay. Well, now I'm using a switch case here. Switch yes number. So what are the possible options? The possible options is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or any other number. I said to enter, but what is the guarantee? Whether will enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only, you can enter 6 also. Understood? So here I'm writing what case 1. If user enters 1, console dot write line student 1 is present. Afterwards, break. Next, case 2, student 2. Case 3, 4, 5. What next? Default. Console dot right line. What? What is that? No student exists with given number. No student exists with given number. Break. Are you guys clear or not? There is no student existing with the given number. So just you're writing. Now see that. CSC switch demo.cs. Switch demo. I'm entering 3. Student 3. I'm entering 7. No student exists is given. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. It is just a attendance process in the classroom. How the attendance process will take place in the classroom, here also it is going to be the same. I already shown you this Jitendra in the last class, and you're asking this question now. Why are we using right instead of right line? Right line will jump to next line. Yeah, you want to wait on the same line or next line on. See, when you're prompting where do you want the cursor to wait for you? Same line or next line? Next line will be looking awkward. Same line only we need to wait. So we want to wait on the same line, it is right. You want to wait on the next line, it is right line. Where you want to wait is the question. Same line, right. Next line, right line. Hope you guys are clear, all of you. Understood me or not? So that's what exactly the difference between right and right line. Okay. Well, it's about the switch case now. Are you clear? And see this note, all of you? It use it of the default block also. Compulsory, it should end with a break. Compulsory means they put a rule like every block should end with a break. Even default block should end with a break. That's it. Clear? Except the break after default, nothing changed with if condition, nothing changed with switch case. Okay. And these two comes under what? Conditional branching. What next? Conditional loops. Conditional loops. Guys, tell me, you're aware of the loops now? You're aware of the loops. How many loops we have? 3 loops. What are 3? For loop, while loop. And remember this point here. Whatever is the loop, every loop requires 3 things in common. Yes or not? Whatever is the loop, every loop requires 3 things in common. What are the 3 things? What are the 3 things? First one, initialization. What do we use? It sets the starting point for the loop now. Initialization will set the starting point of the loop. Second one, condition. Condition, what will it do? Sets the ending point of the loop. Sets the ending point of the loop. Third one, what is it? Add increment, decrement. Iteration. Initialization, condition, iteration. What is the iteration? Actually, a loop is a cycling process here. Iteration will take you to the next level of the cycle. Iteration takes you to the next level of the cycle, either in a forward or a backward direction. Did you understand me or not? What will it do? It will take you to the next level of the cycle, either in a forward or a backward direction. Forward direction or backward direction, it will be taking for you. That's what. So first one is initialization, starting point, condition, ending point, iteration, forward or backward of your cycle it will take for you. That is what. So every loop requires three things in common now. You learned about this in your C language. I'm not telling anything new now. Okay? And guys, look. Actually, C sharp has four loops. You know, 1, 2, 3. For, while, do while. New is, I tell you how to use it for each. Okay? Next. Every loop requires three things in common: condition, iteration. This sets the starting point for the loop. This decides when the loop must end. This takes the loop to the next level, either in forward or backward direction. Okay? Now, syntax for loop. See the syntax of the for loop. First, second, third, and your statements. And as an example, what is the output? Printing 1 to 100. It prints from 1 to 100. Can you write this code? I'm not showing you. Define a class for demo. You know how to write a class? Write a main method. Write this code inside of it. Write this code inside of it and see the output. What should be the output? 1 to 100. I'm not executing that. I'm leaving it for you. You only should write the code. Clear? Write a program or write a class called for demo. Write a main method. Write this code inside of it. Run and execute it. Clear? Next one. While loop. How do you write? While condition statements. Again, initialization, condition, iteration. Here also you have the same only, man. But here you written all this in one line, and here you're writing separately. Initialization separate, condition separate, iteration separate. What is the output? Same only. Now also we'll get 1 to 100 only. Now also we'll get 1 to 100 only. Okay. This is the second program you should write. The first one is for demo. Second one is while demo. Write another class called while demo. Write this code, execute it. Your output should be 1 to 100. Third one. Do while. How do you write? Do statements while condition. Do statement while condition. Okay. Again, you can see. See. Initialization, iteration, condition. All three present now. Initialization, iteration, condition. What is the output? All three should give the same output. I want you to write the three separate classes. For demo, while demo, do demo. Are you clear? While giving the names, follow Pascal case. Follow Pascal case convention. Don't give spaces in the middle or somewhere. You'll get error. File names as well as class names. Don't have spaces anywhere. Just follow Pascal case convention, define three classes, and write the code. Okay. Now answer my question. Is there any difference between for loop and while loop in execution? Is there any difference between for loop and while loop in execution? Yes or no? No. There is no difference between for loop and while loop in execution. Both will run in the same way. What will they do? First, they will initialize. Second, they will check the condition. If the condition satisfies, executes the logic and goes to iteration. Clearer or not? So there is nothing difference between for loop and while loop. Okay. For and while are same only now. Okay. Now put these to one side. Other side do while. Any change? What? First, it executes at least once. So don't say first it executes condition or not. That's not the way to answer. What is that? The minimum number of executions in case of for and while loop are zero. The minimum number of executions in case of for and while are zero. What is that, sir? Watchman. Here I am writing I is equals to 1000. Will the loop run? No. Why? Initialization condition failed. Loop will not run now. Yes or not? So how many times it executed? Zero. Now come here. I'm writing I is equals to 1000. Will the loop run? No, the loop will not run now also. So now also zero only now. Now see, come here. I will write I is equals to 1000. Will the loop run? Yes, for once. Yes, for once. Condition false, but still it runs for once. Why? The order of condition and iteration are different. Here, initialization, condition, iteration. Here, initialization, iteration, condition. So that's why the minimum number of executions for a do while loop is 1, and the minimum number of executions for a for and while loop is 0. If tomorrow interviewer asks you the question, this is the answer what you just required to give now. What is that? The minimum number of executions in case of for and while is 0, and the minimum number of executions in case of do while is 1. In the case of do while, it is going to be 1. Are you clearer or not? Just a minute, guys. A problem with the projector. వస్తే నిలవా ఒకసారి ఇక్కడికి. Okay. So what I'm telling you, if you think about for and while, the minimum number of executions are 0. If you think about do while, minimum number of executions are 1. Say, in what type of scenarios the do while loop will come into picture, You go to a restaurant here. You go to a restaurant, sat on the table. The server came to you. What will ask you? What do you want, or do you want anything? What do you want, or do you want anything else? What do you want? Why will ask you, do you want anything else now? Yes or not? First time, what will ask you? What do you want? You ordered something, served on the table. Second time he came, what will ask you? Do you want anything else? Do you understand my point here? First time it only want to ask you, do you want anything else? Miss, why you came to restaurant means guarantee you eat something now. Correct or not? Okay. See, that's a perfect example for a do while. Means a confirmation is taken from you in the second iteration, in the second execution. Excuse me, there's a problem with the project of the ball. Can you just shift this side? Chair లేసి కూర్చోబెట్టున్నాను. Please shift this side. Let's go. If it is visible, sit. If it is visible, these people sit here. Okay, this is visible now. For who is visible here? Okay, comfortably sit. ఆ టీవీ కూడా ఆన్ చేస్తుందా? I already said you the difference between for loop, while loop, do while loop. What I said you, do while loop executes for minimum one time. I tell you, you go to ATM machine here. You don't have that option, but really if you watch an ATM machine, you go to the ATM machine, you swipe your card. Is it asking you, do you wish to do another transaction? Open the mouth and answer, yeah. You went to ATM machine, swipe your card. Is it asking you, do you wish to do another transaction? No, it won't ask you, do you wish to do another transaction? Why? I came now first. So compulsory, a transaction is guaranteed now. Compulsory, a transaction is guaranteed. So it is not going to ask me, do you wish to do another transaction now? Am I right or wrong? Okay, but after completing the first transaction, it can ask you, what is it? Do you wish to do another transaction? See, that's a do while. First time, no condition check. Executed the code. First execution completed. Then what happened? Second time, it is prompting you and asking you, do you wish to continue? Did you understand me or not? Okay, in that type of scenarios, we should go for using the do while loop. Okay, so in that type of scenarios, we prefer using do while. Clear? From first time onwards, a condition check required. Then go for while. First time onwards, a condition check is required. Use while. Condition check is required from second time. Do while. Are you clear? Then when should I use for loop, sir? For loop and while loop. Generally, when do we use a for loop, For loop is generally used when you know you want to run some code for 10 times or 20 times. In that scenario, so we use for loop. I know I want to run my code for 20 times now. Then we use a for loop. I want to execute the code based on some condition check. While and do while. Did you catch my point or not? Once again, I'm telling you, your code should execute for 20 times. Compulsory 20 times. Then use for loop. No. I want to execute my code based on a condition. I want to ask the user. User says, yes, I want to proceed. In that scenarios, you are required to go for while and do while. When to use while? Every time condition check required, while. Condition check required for second time only, do while. That only I said you. You go to restaurants and sit now. He won't ask you, do you want anything now? But first time I will ask you, do you want anything, man? When will ask you the question? Second time he'll ask you. First time he won't ask you. Are you getting me or not? So that's what. This condition check is required only second time onwards, do while. Condition check is required from first time onwards, while. Okay, but coming to for, that is not the case. What is for? You want to execute the code for a certain time now, then for, the number exactly. 100 times run the loop for condition based run the code while do while. Okay. Minimum one time issued do while. No, every time condition check required while. Got it? Okay. That is how we need to decide whether we need to go for using a for loop era, while loop era, do while loop era. Okay. I shown you how to write it now. I cannot specifically tell you here. Situationally, we'll use it. Get used to it. Situationally, we'll use the appropriate thing for whiles and do whiles and all the things. Yeah, you can read this, guys. The minimum number of executions in case of for loop and while loop are zero, because in both these cases, the loop starts its execution only when the given condition is satisfied. Whereas the minimum number of executions in case of do while loop is 1, because in this case, after executing the loop for the first time, then we'll check for the condition to continue the loop's execution. Okay, for and while minimum count is 0, do while minimum count is 1. Okay, fourth one. What is the fourth loop? For each. Guys, actually, this loop is designed for accessing values from arrays and collections. This loop is designed for accessing values from arrays and collections. Okay. Ignore this for the time being. Now I'm explaining with jump statements. After completing jump statements, I'll start with arrays. When I start with arrays, I'll tell you how to use the for each loop. Is it clear? We'll talk about it after completing the jump statements discussion. Remember jump statements, you learned jump statements in C. What's a jump statement? And again, you say examples for it. Yeah, what is jump statement means you say go to. I did not ask you what is an example for jump statement. I asked you what is a jump statement. A statement that transfers the control from one line of execution to another line is what we call as a jump statement. Describe it first. Don't give examples for everything. You need to first give a description. What is a jump statement? These are statements which will transfer the control from one line to another line. They'll be transferring the control from one line to another line, and we call them as jump statements. And we have 4 jump statements. All 4. Go to, break, continue, return. Go to, break, continue, return. You might be learned about the jump statements in C language also, but here I want to give you an explanation which statement should be used in which scenario. Are you clear? First, we'll start with go to. How do we use go to? Go to is very simple, man. Look at the 4 lines of code. If I write these 4 lines of code in the main method and execute, what is the output? One or two people are opening the mouth. What the others have in their mouth? What is the output? Go to called. The output is go to called. Why, sir? Because when I say go to XXX, see the arrow mark. The control jumps to XXX. The control jumps to XXX now. Are you getting me or not? The control basically jumps to XXX. Here, it is directly jumping to the XXX and executes this code, go to point. Are you getting my point, all of you? That is how the execution takes place here. So what happens? When I say go to XXX jump, what is this, sir? We call this as a label. We call this as a label, and the syntax is go to label name. Go to label name. What is the label name? XXX. Then what I'm writing there, go to XXX. Control jump to XXX and means skipping you. Hello world. That's what I said, bro. A statement which transfers the control from one line to another line is what we call as jump statement. As jump statement. And the first one is go to. Are you clear with go to? Read the description, all of you. indicated by a label, which is an array, anything followed by a colon. You write case 0, case 1, they are also labels only. They are also labels only. You write case 0, case 1, case 2. In the switch case, right now, they're labels only. Understood? Second one. What is the second one? Break. What is break? The break is a jump statement that is used in loops. A break is a jump statement that is used in loops to terminate the loop in the middle. To terminate a loop in the middle. What do you mean by that? For int I is equals to 1, I less than or equal to 100, I plus plus. Console dot write line I, console dot write line end of the loop. Come on, guys, what is the output of this? 1 to 100, end of the loop. Yes or not? Come to 100, end of the loop. Understood, all of you? Okay, guys, this is the output of this. But suppose if I say here, if I is equals to, listen carefully, if I is equals to 50, break. The output is 1 to 50, end of the loop. What is the use of a break statement? We use break statement in two scenarios. We use break statement in two scenarios. What are the two? First one, the first scenario where we use a break statement. We use it in a switch case. We already used in the morning. We use it in a switch case. For what? For terminating a loop. We use it in a switch case to terminate a loop. Are you clearer or not? Second, we use it under a loop. We see, first one, we use it in a switch case to jump out of the break, to jump out of the case, to jump out of the case. Second scenario, we can use it under any loop, terminate a loop. Any loop, terminate a loop. Say, you're in a lift. There is a building of 100 floors. There's a lift which goes to each and every floor now. Okay? And see, you want to travel to 95th floor. You click on the 95 button, automatically lift goes and stops there now. Yes or not? But still, in the lift, we find a stop button here. Why? When I press a floor, automatically go and stop there now. Or do I require to click stop? Automatically stops. Then why do I have a stop button? In case of any emergency, if I want to stop the lift, we use the stop button. Stop button means we don't require to click on the stop button anytime to stop the lift now. When do we use it? In emergency, we use it. Like this only. We use break statements also like that only in the code. Just for example, I given you like this. Suppose tomorrow you're running a loop here. You are running a loop now. Something goes wrong in the loop. If something goes wrong in the loop, immediately it has to stop there now. Yes or not? If something goes wrong there, immediately the loop should stop there now. And to stop that, we add conditions like this. Not this condition, man. Some valid condition. Just to give an idea, return I is equals to 50. Some valid condition. If the condition goes wrong, immediately stop the loop here. Are you clearer or not? See, you see, big machines and engines, you see, when they are running now, if anything identified wrong, they will automatically shut down. They will automatically shut down. They will stop us immediately. Means they're built in such a way. What is it? If anything wrong, automatically stop without going forward. The best example is the nuclear power plants in India. These power plants, basically, we have big power plants in this India, and suddenly there is a big question mark here. What is it? If there is any flood, if there is any flood or earthquake, okay, what happens if there is a flood now, and the water comes inside, and automatically nuclear power plants problem is radiation now, and if that mixes with the water, it is transferred to all now. Yes or not? Suddenly there is an earthquake. There is an earthquake, and these nuclear plants will blast now. So these type of problems will come. So in India, all the nuclear plants are designed in such a way. All the nuclear plants are designed in such a way. If there is anything wrong, if anything goes wrong, if any bad signals, the nuclear plants shut down automatically. The nuclear plants shut down automatically. They're designed in such a beautiful way in India. So no problem comes, they will shut down automatically. They will be just closed off. Everything will be closed off without transmitting the radius outside. Sorry, the radiation outside. See, that's what we write conditions. If goes wrong, do this activity. There's also something on like that only. I want to run my loop from 100. And in between, I can add some conditions. What condition? If anything goes wrong, stop the loop. How do you do that? Just for example, I'm showing you. If I is 50, what do you do? Break it. Break it. So the output will be 1 to 50 only now. Now tell me, where can I use break? You can use break in two places. One, switch case. Two, under any loop. So before using a jump statement, you need to understand correctly which jump statement can be used where. You cannot use whatever you want, wherever you want. That you should know correctly. Break can be used only if there is a switch case there or a loop there. Otherwise, you cannot use a break. Understood? See, listen. Is this valid code? That code is useless now. What should I break? What should I break? That useless code now. Understood me or not? So if you are using a break, what should be present there? Either a switch case should be present there or a loop should be present there. Without a switch case and loop, you cannot use a break statement anywhere. Are you clear with that? Third one. What is the third one? Continue. What is the third one? Continue. What is continue? Continue, basically, if you just understand about continue, what the use of continue is? Continue is also used in loops only. We use continue also in the loops only. Okay. I remove the break there now. What is the output? 1 to 100 end of the loop. Actually, guys, I feel like 7 is a unlucky number. Listen carefully. 7 is a unlucky number, and that should not be shown in my output. That should not be shown in my output. Or if that is the case, you are required to write 2 loops now. One loop run between 1 to 6, another loop 8 to 100. One loop to run between 1 to 6 and another loop to run between 8 to 100. Are you guys clearer or not? Like this, I just required to write 2 separate loops now. I don't want to say 77 also. 3 loops I should write now. 1 to 6, 8 to 76, 78 to 100. Are you following me? Lengthy, na? Without that, you can write like this. If I is equals to 7 or I is equals to 77, continue. What happens, sir? If I use a continue, the control is not transferred out of the loop. The control is transferred to the iteration part of the loop. Where is it transferred? When the condition satisfies, the condition is satisfied with I is 7 and 77. Between that, the condition is not satisfied now. See, loop started now. I is 1, condition false, prints I. 3, 4, 5, 6, condition false, prints I now. I is 7, condition true. I is 7, condition is true. Are you clear? When the condition is true, what will execute? Continue. Control comes to I plus plus. Control comes to I plus plus now. Are you guys clearer or not? Once the control comes to I plus plus means you came to the iteration. You came to the iteration. And once you come to the iteration, I became 8 and the loop continues. Understand the meaning. The loop continues. Earlier, loop breaks. Now loop continues. What is the output? 1 to 100 without 7 and 77. You cannot use continue wherever you want. You can use continue only in loops. Only in the loops only continue will be used. Okay. So you can see the pictures here. Break out of the loop. Where is it jumping? Out of the loop. Continue. Not out of the loop. Jumping to the iteration. Jumping to the iteration. Clearer? Okay. That is what break and that is what continue is. Break for terminating the loop. Continue to skip an iteration. That's all. Break to terminate the loop. Continue, skip an iteration, not break the loop, skip the iteration and continue the loop. Okay, these are the first three. What is it? Go to break, continue. Fourth one, I think you learned about return in C language now. What did your teacher teach about the return? What is the reason of return? Return a value. What did you learn? Return is used for returning a value from a function. This is what we learned. Correct now? Even my teacher taught me the same thing. My teacher taught me the same thing. But unfortunately, is wrong. Unfortunately, this is wrong. What is it? Listen carefully. Return is a jump statement. Return is a jump statement used for jumping out of a function which is in execution. Read the statement carefully. Return is a jump statement used for jumping out of a function which is in execution. It is going to jump out of a function which is in execution. Are you clearer or not? And while jumping out, it is capable of carrying a value out of that function. Read carefully. Whatever teachers taught you, the return is for returning a value. Yes or not? Yes, I agree. But that is secondary, not primary. The primary job of return is to jump out of the function. The primary job of the return is to jump out of the function. While jumping out, it is capable of carrying a value outside, which is optional here, not mandatory. Whatever teachers have said is, it is to carry a value outside. But that is the secondary job of the return. The primary job of the return is to jump out of the function which is in execution. I'll show you practically. Watch it. I want to write a program. I want to write a program here. What is that here? Very simple, man. When I run this program, when I run this particular program, it has to ask me for a number. And whatever number I enter, it has to print me the multiplication table of that number. Suppose I enter 5, print me multiplication table of 5 now. Are you clearer or not? That's it. Simple. Using system class table static void main console dot write, enter an integer value, int x is equals to into dot parse console dot read. Okay, now print me the multiplication table of x. Suppose x is 13. Print me multiplication table of 13 now. From where to where you want? From 1 to 10 I want. So what it has to print? 13 ones are 13, 13 twos are 26, 13 threes are 39, 13 tens are 130. That is what the output I'm expecting now. Are you clear? Okay. To achieve it, I'll write a for loop now. For I is equals to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. Console dot write line. Guys, what is the output I'm expecting? Whatever is the number, suppose imagine your number is 17. What should be the output? 17 into 1 is equals to 17. 17 into 2 is equals to 34. 17 into 3 is equals to 51. That's what I'm expecting. Here, can I write my code like this? Dollar x into I is equals to x into y. Last class I taught you can write in the curly braces now. So in the place of x value will come and sit now. In the place of I value come and sit. In the place of x into y value will come and sit now. From the code and see. CSC table dot CS. I'm entering 37. Something man you like. Got it. You got the multiplication table of 27 now. Are you clear? No, basically, when we learn our multiplication tables, did you learn multiplication tables to negative numbers anytime? Tell me. No, we did not even learn the multiplication table of 1 and 2 also. We started from, 0 and 1 also. We started from 2 only. We learned learning multiplication tables from 2 only. Because any number into 0 is 0, any number into 1 is same. So we learned only about multiplication tables from 2. Now I'm doing minus 16 and giving me the output. But we never learned about multiplication tables to negative numbers. Yeah. Are you clear? To restrict this, I'm asking the user enter an unsigned integer. Enter an unsigned integer. Means please don't enter signed numbers, enter an unsigned integer. Even though I prompt the user to enter an unsigned integer, say I'm entering 19, everything is fine. I'm entering minus 14. I'm entering minus 14. I set the user not to enter, but still if the user enters, I can't do anything now. Yes or not? Okay, I can't do anything here. I set the user, don't do, but still the user is doing and giving the output. I want to control this now. I want to control this. So to overcome this, what I'm doing, I'm using uint here. So it doesn't accept signed values. It doesn't accept signed values. What it accepts? Unsigned values only. Save the code. Come on, recompile. Minus 62. Error. Error C. We got an error, something unhandled exception, system.overflow. Value was either too large or too small for an int that you do something. Sir, this is confusing. What confusing? I'm an end user. I don't know all this nonsense. Give me some simple user-friendly message. What are you expecting? Please tell me. Please enter only unsigned integer values. Why are you showing me all this nonsense? Think like an end user. Confusing now. You're all confusing now. Yes or not? I don't want to see message like this. Mainly error is coming in the code. Mainly there is error coming in the code. Why? What is this? And you're asking to convert into unsigned, but minus 65 cannot be converted into unsigned. Got it? How to fix this? How to fix this problem? Look at this, all of you. All of you, yesterday thought about the parse method now. Yesterday thought about the parse method to you, how it works. Correct? Listen. String S1 is equals to 100. I want to convert this into integer now. How do I write? So now the 100 is converted to integer and assigned to it, right? But guys, I'm giving a value like this. Now, this is a error. You cannot convert that value into integer now. So error or not? This is an error. When error occurs, what will happen? Program will terminate abnormally now. Program will terminate abnormally. Means not a smooth shutdown. Not a smooth shutdown here. Abnormal termination will happen. Are you getting my point or not? See, you have a computer, you have a laptop or a computer. You want to shut down this. You want to shut down this. That was the desktop. You want to shut down this. Will you use a shutdown mode power cut? Tell me, you click on a shutdown now, or without that directly, if you go and switch on the power plug now, what will happen? Array applications will crash, yeah. Suppose you have some unsaved data now. Lost. It's not a proper way now. So here also, it will abnormal shutdown will happen if error comes here. I want to control it. How to control? Good guys. Just like parse method, we have another method called as try parse. What is that? What is the difference? Means parse, if the conversion fails, parse will throw an error. Parse will throw an error and the program will abnormally shut down now. Okay? But what about try parse? Try parse has built-in error handling code. Try parse has built-in error handling code. Because it has a built-in error handling code, if the conversion fails now, it won't throw you any error. It won't throw you any error. Without throwing an error, it will return a status value telling conversion is success or failure. So now you can check the status and continue your work now. Are you getting me or not? First one will abnormal terminate, but second one will not abnormally terminate. This is conversion without error handling. This is conversion with error handling. How to use it? Same process, man. S1, comma. So here, why did you declare this I now? Capture the value now? Yes or not? But that I declaration should be done here, not in the first. It should be declared like this, out int I. There is a change, guys. The I declaration should be done here, out int I. Okay, why is it I like this? Because the return type of the parse method is integer, correct? The return type of the parse method is integer. The return type of the try parse method is Boolean. Array, that will tell you your success or failure now. Check in the status now. Now, this value can be converted or cannot be converted? Cannot be converted now. Check the status. Status will be false. Status will be false. If it is false, what you want to do? Do that. If it is true, then the value is in I. If it is true, the value is in I. If it is false, no need to say what is in I, man. Conversion failed now. Why should I check what is in I now? If it is true, where is your result? I. If it is false, no need to check what is present in the I at all. Did you catch my point or not? But abnormal termination will not occur in the code. That's what I'm telling you. What will not happen? Abnormal termination will not happen in your code. That is the beauty of try parse. Okay. Now, shall I change this to try parse here now? What should I write? Try parse. And this declaration should be done in the last here. How to write? Out index. And here what should come? Bold status. All of you carefully remember, if conversion success, the status will be true. If conversion failed, status will be false. Let me quote and show you. Console dot right line status. I'm entering 10. I'm entering 10. Conversion success only now. I'm entering minus 10. Conversion failed. Error did not come see. And if error come, it will show you some nonsense message on the screen now. Not showing you. What are we telling you? False. Are you clear? Now tell me. When do you want to print the multiplication table? When the status is true only, I want to print the multiplication. When the status is false, I don't want now. Now tell me, can I add a condition like this? If status is equals to false, status is equals to false, I want to stop the execution now. Now tell me, can I use a break here? No, we cannot use a break there. Why? The place where we want to use a break, there is no loop. Loop is below. Can I use a continue? I can't use continue also here. Can I use go to? Yes, you can use go to. But if you use go to, you need to add a label in the bottom again. If you use go to, you need to add a label in the bottom now. Go to XXX, come to the bottom and add a label, control, you jump there. The best option here is written. See there, did I written the value? Come on, watch it. Did I written any value? Generally, how do you write in your C language? Written X. That's how you written, na? But see, I used the written without writing any value. That's what I'm telling you. The main purpose of written is to jump out. Secondary, it can written a value, but that's not the primary goal now. So when I say written, control will directly come to end of the method. If the control jumps here, then this for loop skips execution now. Yes or not? So it is not going to print you the multiplication table if the status is false. Check. Recompiling. Re-executing. I'm entering 19. Conversion success or failure for your output. I want to run. I'm compiling. I'm sorry. Yeah. Minus 19. Success or failure? No output. See. No output, no error. Sir, I want to show some message to user. What do you want to show? Please enter an unsigned integer. Well, okay, we'll do it. I want to write one more line in the if condition. That's why I use the curly brace now. And I'll see what console dot write line. Please enter. I'm sorry. Please enter an unsigned integer value. And giving the message to the user, clearly telling you, "Arey, this is the problem. Please enter the unsigned integer." See there, minus 18. No error, but given a clear message to user. 18 prints. Okay, now tell me, is 0 accepted? Sorry, is 0 accepted? Accepted. 0 is unsigned only. Prints me multiplication table. 1. I don't want for 0 and 1 also. I don't want for 0 and 1 also. No need multiplication table for 0 and 1 now. I don't want. Okay, add one more condition now. What? If x is equals to 0 or x is equals to 1, what do you do? Array, jump out, return. That's all. Again, if this condition satisfies, this code won't execute. If this condition doesn't satisfy, then it is a true. This one. If this condition satisfies, this code won't execute. If none of the conditions are satisfied, then only this code will execute. Is that clear, all of you? Okay, you can verify, compile it. Got it? 0, no output. 1, no output. Guys, if you want to show some message, printed some message there. Enter a value greater than 1, greater than or equal to 2, or greater than 1, something you like. Okay, entering -5, entering 4. Perfect. Executes now. Are you clearer or not? So now understand. Go to, you can use go to anywhere you want, but requires a label. Requires a label. But you can use break only in switch and loop. Switch and loop. You can use continue only in loop. Only in the loop. We can use a return inside a function. Inside a function for jumping out of the function. Are you clear with the 4 jump statements? I want to make you understand that only. Not using a jump statement here. Anyone can use a jump statement. Understand where to use which jump statement. That is important. Are you clearer or not? Understand where to use which jump statement. That is what the important thing here. Okay. So what did we learn today? Just a minute. First, you're prompting the user, enter a unsigned integer. Now, what you're doing, reading it. The value what you read is passed to try pass. Try pass is going to do a conversion. If conversion success, it will put the value in the X now and returns you true. If the conversion failed, it will put the value false here. Sir, what about X? Why you bother about it? When conversion failed, what is in X is none of my business now. Yes or not? If conversion failed now, what is present in X is none of my business now. Okay? If the status is true, means conversion is success. Are you clear? If status is false, means status false means conversion failed. Conversion failed. If conversion failed, what you're doing? Printing this message and returning out, jumping out. No, sir, conversion is true. If conversion is true, next you check. What is it? Whether if the given value is 0 or 1. For 0 and 1 also conversion will be true only. If it is 0 or 1, again, return. See, here I used curly braces. Why? Means. Here I did not use curly brace. Why? One line. Only one line. No, sir. Condition true. Condition true. So this failed. Second one, it is not 0 or 1. Then it will reach here and execute the things. Are you clear? Guys, you are writing with notepad now. You are writing with notepad. I write the program, execute and see whether you are getting the output correctly or not. When I start working with Visual Studio, I'll show you the clear flow. I'll show you the clear flow, line by line. First, it will execute this code. Now, it will come and check this. If this is fine, if this condition is true, it will enter inside and executes this line. If not, it will come here, executes this. If not, then it will come and execute it. I'll show you the line by line execution, how it happens in the Visual Studio. But now what you do is practice it. Understand what return is doing. Return is jumping out of the function. Are you clearer or not? Okay. How the flow takes place, I will show you in detail in the Visual Studio. And we will start with Visual Studio after completing the discussion of arrays. After completing the discussion of arrays. Tomorrow,